care. That one season was incredible. We got a playoff.
So that's all that matters to you?
That's how.
Wait, hold on.
That's how
hold
Jets
on.
fans are
so,
right
but
now,
that's
though.
what matters to you. Just like Rodgers, I wish I could win another MVP.
Going for the Super Bowl.
Heck,
Little
hold
hope.
on, hold on.
Listen,
Hold on, because that's not what Rodgers said. Rodgers said, "I just care about winning the MVP. I don't care about winning."
I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers was a little annoyed the fact that when they drafted Jordan Love, he's going to like, how you drafting this guy? I still got 5 more years left to play. No, but just the way he is. When you do something like the Aaron Rodgers, he's one of these guys I'm going to show you. And trust me, he showed it to everybody last year how good he was.
Very good quarterback, but no one thought he would be that good last year.
Yeah, first year to L.A.
First year to LA, I think that was the smartest trade, giving up Goff, sending him to Detroit. But that turned out to be a great trade, and it gave him a championship. And there's going to be a lot of expectations for the Rams going into this year again. And it's a great start with the Bills playing the Rams opening kickoff from LA, Thursday night game. It will be a monster watch. It will be.
Whatever. Get customers involved.
Wednesday night bar talk.
Wednesday night bar talk.
James Harden.
No, Jimmy's the idiot. With hot takes.
Jimmy's
Yeah, if I spit hot takes, 8 assists a game. No matter how many games you
36 games.
and the All-Star break, and now a little bit now they're playing really good.
Hold on. Who's got the leverage tonight? No, 5-2. Leverage is all you. I got the leverage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by. So we did the show earlier today, the 3rd annual NFL preview show, but it was a good show, good conversation, but there was technical difficulties, so we're live now. I have to redo the show tonight, unfortunately, but next week the boys will be back. Pretty interesting show today. Lots of conversation. We picked our MVP winners, our division winners, our bracket winners, our Super Bowl winners. We got it right here. So I'm just gonna. I mention it later on in the show, but we have the show today. As you can see, we have our award winners. I mean, these are our division winners, our wild card, and our Super Bowl matchups. But things happen. So here we go. We're going to take a quick commercial. Actually, we're going to... Hold on. We are going to do, before we get into this show, since this is in memory of Michael Lepore, we're going to do real quick Lepore betting. And then we'll come back and we'll do our NFL preview show. We'll be right back. Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse racing.
My lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on. Yeah, that is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stuff's betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So we're going to do best bet, safe bet, risky bet from Caesars. And this is going to be my Super Bowl winner. So my safe bet at plus 750 would definitely be the Philadelphia Eagles. They built well through the draft. They built well through free agency. So plus 750 is a safe bet. Risky bet. New York Jets plus 1,600. Everybody is saying, oh, go with the Jets. The Jets have what it takes. Oh, Jets. That's a risky bet. No one knows if the Jets are going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't want them to make the playoffs. So that's a risky bet. Am I safe bet? I would go with... No, we did the safe bet with the Eagles. Best bet. Honestly, go with the Ravens at plus 1,800. Go with the Ravens at plus 1,800. I think that's a good bet. I truly do. Same thing with the Bengals. Chargers at plus 2,200. Dolphins plus 2,500. A lot of options out there, honestly. But there's a lot of risky bets because of these odds. Like, you don't know what's going to happen with Burrow, with his injury, if Jackson could stay healthy. So it's just a matter of what you feel comfortable doing. And I think that's something that I would look for. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. More on the NFL third annual preview show. We will be right back, which is brought to you by Saravo Broadcasting.
I believe that they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like
That we said before. His only
Hated
option.
man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates you.
when the economy goes down. So
A blood panel of my vitamin minerals.
This is a guy talking from Woodstock.
I'd say Yankees Dodgers.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Doug Saravo of the Doug Saravo Show. Today is a very special episode. Today, it's the third annual NFL preview show. We have a special guest with us right now. He's joining us live from the Saravo Garden, the president of Saravo Broadcasting, Dougie Saravo. Dougie, thank you for joining us today. Let's start with your beloved New York Giants. Where do they end up this season?
Well, I think the Giants are going to win this division. A lot of people may disagree with me because the Eagles got so much better within free agency and within the draft. I just think this Giants team is going to build off of last year. Daniel Jones has receivers now. They brought in Darren Waller from Las Vegas. They signed Cole Beasley. They brought in James Robertson to be a running back next to Saquon Barkley. And I think this Giants team is going to win this division. It's not going to be by a large margin, but they're going to win this division. It could be a tiebreaker. And people need to understand that last regular season game of the season is all division games. A lot of divisions can be dictated by that last game of the season. There could be a lot of tiebreakers during that Week 18 season.
So where do you think Saquon winds up within the offense this season?
Well, the thing with Saquon Barkley is we aren't sure how he's going to be. If he's going to be rusty within the season. I think he could be a comeback player of the year, but the thing is, when you have Daniel Jones as your quarterback, he likes to run the ball. And I think Daniel Jones is going to run the ball a lot this year. And that's going to take a lot of reps away from Saquon Barkley. And that's the key there. Daniel Jones, he's going to run the ball, but I also think he's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw the ball more. He has a lot of weapons now, as I mentioned prior. And I just think with Daniel Jones, with Saquon Barkley, with James Robinson, it's going to be three guys running the ball. I'm not sure who will get most of the reps. It could be James Robinson. It could be Daniel Jones. But there will be some question marks within Saquon Barkley.
What do you? We know how you feel about Aaron Rodgers. So where do the Jets end up this year?
Look, the New York Jets, they aren't going anywhere. They're going to be one of those teams that are going to disappoint everybody because they are so up here right now. A lot of people have Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets going to the Super Bowl, but I have them missing the playoffs because you're going to have a lot of teams this year that can miss out on the playoffs in the AFC. Think about the AFC East for a moment. I think Buffalo's going to win that division. Then you have Miami, you have New England, and you have the Jets. There could be a chance that all four of those teams make the playoffs. But a lot of people are saying the Broncos can improve, or the Chargers going to win the AFC West. So a lot of these teams can miss out on the playoffs. Look at the AFC North. You got Baltimore, you got Cincinnati. Pittsburgh can surprise people. So one of these good teams are going to miss the playoffs. And I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I really don't see the Jets going anywhere. They're still the baby brother to New York. They're still the baby brother to the Giants. They don't have their own stadium. So, MetLife Stadium for me will always be Giants Stadium. But I just don't see the Jets going anywhere. They're going to be one of those teams to miss the playoffs.
So speaking of the AFC North, who wins that division? Cincinnati, Baltimore, Pittsburgh?
This is going to be tough because for the Bengals, Joe Burrow should be there at week 1. He has a lingering injury that could affect him throughout the season. We're not really sure about the health with Burrow and where they can go. But you have the Baltimore Ravens, who has Lamar Jackson, and they also brought in Odell Beckham Jr. I think Odell can definitely compete for the MVP, comeback player of the year, offensive player of the year. This is going to be a tough division to win, especially for the Cincinnati Bengals, because I really believe the Ravens are going to win this division. And it's going to be the same thing at a lot of these divisions. A lot of these divisions are going to be close. You're not going to have a runaway favorite because the Bengals can win this division. The Bengals can win this division. They really can. And I'm hoping they do. But I just have a lot of love for the Baltimore Ravens this year. I truly feel like the Baltimore Ravens can go out and do something special. I truly do. With Odell, if he's 100% healthy, if Lamar Jackson is 100% healthy, there's a lot of teams that can go out and surprise a lot of people. The AFC is loaded this year.
All right, thank you. That's Doug Strava of Strava Broadcasting. Thank you for joining us. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we will do my Super Bowl playoff bracket. We'll be right back. The Doug Strava Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, as I mentioned, we're going to do my Super Bowl bracket. We'll be right back.
Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
Feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people,
Overpay for DeGrom, and
So I think this is a great way for us to gather
I'll be looking for another job after this is over, I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So
Talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you,
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
But to go and like react from a fiscal standpoint and from a civil rights standpoint to close everything, I find it hard to get behind.
Democrats. Thanks to Democrats. Thanks to the Democrats, by the way.
Nancy Pelosi should not be 84 years old and still be sitting as the House Speaker.
Like an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Actually, like, can get in there and, like, do things. Like Donald Trump Jr., like,
Puerto Rican. You're Latino.
I'm an American.
I would like Ivanka to run.
Yeah, or Tulsi Gabbard. She's
Going for the Super Bowl.
Heck,
That little
hold on,
hope going for the Super Bowl.
hold on, because that's not what Rogers said. Rogers said, I just care about winning the MVP. I don't care about winning.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
And I was like, oh god, how do I stop this? So I
Look at that water behind me, James.
Jesus says in the scripture, they need to live their experience of their own.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the third annual football preview show. National Football League season is a few weeks away. I remember doing the first episode 2 years ago with Michael Lepore, and then 2 months later he passed away, unfortunately. Still bothers me to this day, but we're going to keep this episode in his memory. Every NFL tribute show, every NFL preview show is a tribute to him. So here is my division winners. We're going to start with... Actually, I got it on the board over there if you could see it. Hold on, I'm going to grab it. So we did this show earlier today, and we had technical difficulties. But these are the division winners, and I'm going to go over it for my boys, Dougie and the boys. All right, so Jonathan picked Cincy and Detroit to win the North divisions. He picked Jacksonville and Atlanta to pick the South divisions. Dolphins, Giants to pick the East. Chargers, San Francisco to pick the West. His wild card teams are the Jets, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and his NFC team is... I don't know how Jimmy did this. His NFC teams: Philly, Seattle, Green Bay, I believe. Bears, Philly, Dallas. All right. And his Super Bowl matchup was the Chargers and the Lions. David, Miami versus Philly, with Philly winning. Jimmy has terrible handwriting, as you can see. Actually, I'm going to go through their list, because I can't read his handwriting. All right, so... And then I'll get to mine. And I think next week they'll go over theirs. So this is Jonathan's. Jonathan has the Eagles as the 4th seed playing the Falcons. San Fran and Dallas, 3 and 6. Giants and Chicago, Giants 2. Then he has Detroit as the 1 seed. Detroit and Philly. San Fran and the Giants in the second round. Detroit and the Giants in the conference championship, with Detroit winning. Then on the AFC side, he has the Jaguars playing the Chiefs. The Dolphins playing the Ravens. Cincy playing the Jets, with the Jets advancing. Baltimore with home field, it looks like. Kansas City versus Chargers. Kansas City loses that Chargers-Jets Conference Championship. Chargers, Detroit. Chargers, Detroit in the Super Bowl with the Chargers winning. So that's his Super Bowl bracket. David Mendoza. Indy playing Buffalo in the first round. Then in the second round, he has the Ravens playing the Jaguars. Kansas City playing the Patriots. Miami and Buffalo in the second round. Miami home field advantage. Jacksonville and Kansas City in the second round. Kansas City playing Miami in the conference championship, with Miami winning that. Then we go over to the NFC side. He's got the Rams playing the Niners. He's got the Saints playing the Giants. He's got the Lions playing the Vikings. He's got the Vikings playing the Giants. He's got the Philly playing the Niners, with Philly playing Minnesota, and Philly advancing against the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. So that is David's. All right, so Jimmy's seeding. NFC, you got Philly, the Saints, the Lions, Seahawks, Dallas, San Francisco, and Chicago. In the AFC, he has Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Jacksonville, Ravens, Kansas City, and the Jets. Buffalo versus Kansas City in the semifinal. Pittsburgh versus Ravens in the semifinal. Buffalo versus Pittsburgh in the conference championship. Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl. NFC, Phillies versus the Bears. Detroit versus Dallas. Then in the conference championship, Philly versus Dallas. And Buffalo versus Philly in the Super Bowl, and Philly wins. And then what I got is Detroit versus Green Bay as 2 versus 7. Well, my seed is Niners, Detroit, Giants, Seahawks, Saints, Philly, 1 through 7, and Green Bay at 7. Then my 1 through 7 is Baltimore, Buffalo, LA, Cincinnati, the Colts, Kansas City, Kansas City at 5, and then Cincinnati. Yeah, I was going through my matchups. Okay. Then in the second round, I have the Ravens playing Cincinnati. I have Buffalo playing Kansas City. Then on the NFC side, San Fran versus Philly, Detroit versus the Giants, San Fran, New York Giants. San Fran advances to the Super Bowl. Ravens versus Kansas City, and Ravens win the Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers. That is my 2023-2024 Super Bowl bracket. Again, we did the show earlier, but we had technical difficulties. Things happen. But as always, we appreciate your support. This episode is a tribute to Michael Lepore, so we appreciate the support. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. This episode pays tribute to Michael Lepore, and we miss him, and we wish he was here to do this show with us once again. But he would have picked the Chargers to win the Super Bowl, probably. He would have agreed with Jonathan. But he knows I love my Giants. He knows I love my Giants. We'll see you guys next time.
But I believe the Rams. That's going to be a true test for them, because I think the Rams got a tremendous defense. They got Jalen Ramsey.
Matthew Stafford.
Right. Plus they got the defense. He's not going to go out later, but I think all three have a good shot at making the playoffs. They're all going to be competitive, so that means the Jets are going to be losing games to them. So I can see the Jets being, they're playing 17 games. Maybe they're good. I'm telling you, they have a lot of talent on that team. Personally think he's going to have it, because it's not everything's not going to go through Julio. They got A.J. Brown. They got Derrick Henry. So they got a lot of weapons there. So all the defense is not going to focus on Julio. I think he's going to.
And then you got the Rams coming out on top as Super Bowl champions. You want to bring out your gear? You want to show your jerseys? No, let's show them the jerseys. We got time. Yeah, we do. We got
Giants. The Giants are pretty much. I think personally, a lot of
17th game could impact the winner of the AFC South. I think
they got Sony Michel in trade, which is small. Third string is in preseason. I mean, come on, you got to show me a little bit more. You know, I mean, show me when he plays against good defense. You know, because he's in preseason, he has a good. You're gonna live with this guy. So we'll see. And the quarterback is so important. You got to have a good quarterback.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
I just got to read this first. Thank you for supporting the Doug Serravo Show, Serravo Broadcasting, and all those involved with Serravo Broadcasting. We appreciate you guys. So what is this, Mikey?
Can you see it? Put it up to
Lift it up by the camera.
Can everybody see it?
Wait, move it back. Oh, number 38, Lepore. That's you.
I was in the locker room with that in the room with 3 Hall of Famers.
No, that's customized. That's all.
I know. And listen. All right, I'm going to give people. No, that's for the pen.
Oh yeah, that's for the pen.
No, I got to be more for the razor. 16-1. 16-1. That's not bad.
Mike, what do you think about your Chargers this past season?
They stink. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Mike.
So what do you think of the city today? It's nice, but it would have been nicer if the weather was nice. No, I like that fact that it only cost me 16 12 hours. 12 bucks.
This is great. Now you're going to make us some food.
No.
Yeah, there's stuff in your fridge. Should have brought the pie. Next time I'll go. I'll get it. Yeah, this is a great show. But yeah, you do have some leftovers in your fridge. I think it's time for dinner for you and I. Some in the fridge. Should we get the camera? All right, Mike. Any final thoughts for the audience? Myself.
It's been very entertaining. Hopefully, my picks come through and people can make a little money, stuff like that. Have a one. Enjoy your football season. And go bolt up, everybody.
There he is, everyone. That was Michael Lepore, otherwise known as the Bolt. No more Stutz. The Bolt. That's his name. What a show, Mike. Thank you for coming on.
Don't listen to these picks. You lose all your money. Trust me. Jaguars, if they win the division, I'll stop watching football.
I just want to try on this jersey you got me. You know, what can I say? I'm a Giant fan, but...
Bolt up? Bolt up?
Hold up. Man of many nicknames. We got... All right, you don't want to be called Stutz. What about produce? I know produce. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. I love you, Mikey.
officially a Charger fan.
No.
If the Chargers win, I get lifetime pizza in his pizzeria. The Chargers won, so I love his pie. Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to everybody.